Howdy everybody, I know it's been a little bit of a time here since you've seen the last video from me, but over this 4th of July weekend did get a little bit of progress done. And the amount of time that I put in, a lot more should have gotten done, but oh well, that's the way it goes. But as you can see, both axles are on. Finished actually this axle up over here at 5:30 in the morning this past Saturday. It was a really long night, but we bought both axles and the differential and everything else like that back in it. I spent more time cleaning parts, I think, than I did putting everything back together. But yeah, here they are. Transmission's all clean on the inside. All the bull gears, actually, you can see red on them. They were grime colored before. Differentials all cleaned up. All new bearings and seals, O-rings, everything. Felt seals are in the axles, and actually the axles are just a hair tight right now, but that's because of the felt being so tight on the axle. But they'll wear in, so that's no big deal to me. But both axles spin free, they're nice and tight, so I'm not too worried about that. The differential spins nice and free, so everything's going good there. The O-rings, brand new in here. I kept the same shims in here, just for the fact that since I have the PTO back in, it makes it a real pain, because I actually have to, I have to pull my bull gears, which I have to pull my axles to get my differential back out. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Yeah, so I can pull these cages back out to change the shims in here to shift where this is left and right. So I thought, well, I'll just leave it where it is, and then hope is good. So there's that. I wasn't exactly sure. I was told there's a piece on this camshaft that likes to break, and then there's a guy up in Connecticut that has some 350 diesel parts, and I said, hey, you have a camshaft, but I wanted to make sure that this one was good before I went and bought one and found out that this one's good, and I just spent $200 some odd on a good camshaft. But I pulled the pump out, pulled a little drive gear out, and the camshaft looked good. All the gears were good on there. All the gears were good on that drive, so we put everything back together. So I did have the pump and everything out of this. I'm trying to think what else. I don't think, I might have had the tire apart last time I did a video, but this tire was going down. It kept going flat. So, like a dummy, I know better, because I've done it before, and then I turned around and did it again. But I thought maybe there was a hole in the tube, so I broke the beads, pulled the tire up, pulled the whole tube out, pumped it up, and sure enough, it was leaking out of the valve core. Just the water core on the valve stem was bad right here. And I've had that problem before, and I should have known better, but instead I just pulled the whole thing. And then when we were pulling the tire up over the edge of the rim here, my cousin bent the rim over in a couple places. This one was just bent in, probably right about in here. Right over in here like this, it was bent in from the bar. Then this one right here, the lip was bent clear over against the edge of the bead here. All I did was I heated it up with the torch before I pumped the tire back up, heated it with the torch, sat there with this, I think it was this if I can dig it out. Yeah, this punch right here, and I stuck it in here like this, and while it was red hot, I just kind of beat it back out and straightened it. It's not perfect, but before I paint this tractor, I'm going to go back and straighten it back up. But it looks a lot better than it did. But while I had it apart, I took the vacuum and cleaned everything up. I took the wire brush attachment for my 90-degree die grinder and cleaned all the rust off of the tube, all that really thick flake rust that was sticking in the tube. I cleaned that up, so at least the tire's clean on the inside now. So I guess there was a plus to tearing it all apart. The bushing for the PTO, I got it in. Basically how I ordered the bushings, I think I said this before, but I basically ordered them big on the OD and small on the ID. That way I can buff them down and make them fit. So basically I can make them fit any other tractor that I do like this. If it's not wore the same, I can still make the bushings work. The reverse idler, I got it done, and it's in. I mean, it's a little tight, but it'll wear in, it'll be alright. I got a roll pin in it just for, I think it's a 2.5 inch by 3/8 roll pin that goes in there. Both those bushings are new as well. Other than that, it's just a matter of putting the bottom transmission shaft in, putting my live PTO shaft up through, putting my pinion shaft in, and then putting top back on, putting the tractor back together. So there's really not a whole lot left to do on this. The only thing that's kicking my butt right now, if I can find it, is a snap ring on the end of this bearing. These rotten snap rings, I tell you what, they're really testing my patience because there is no holes in them for the snap ring pliers. So you kind of have to just stretch them and then get them to fit down over there. And you have to work and work and work and work to get the stupid things down over there. So I'm still yet to figure out a good way to do it, but when I do, I'll be very glad. But yeah, I'm trying to get cleaned up around here right now. I got all kinds of stuff laying around here. I'm going to get the wheels back on there, so I need to make room for that. And I still got the engine hoist out for putting the axles back on. But I did get the bottom. These are all the gears that go on the bottom shaft. They're all cleaned up, and they're in order. So all I have to do is when I'm putting the shaft has to go in from the back. So basically I have to drop the shaft in, take it up through here, and then put the gears on one by one as I slide the shaft up through. So I have them all in the stack right here, how they need to go on the shaft, one at a time. The pinion shaft, I haven't cleaned those gears up yet, but they need done. Other than that, I think I pretty much got her on a roll here. I'm hoping anyway. Get it all back together. I haven't put my hydraulic unit back together yet, but I have to make one more gasket, and then I'll just bolt it back together. So that's not that big of a deal. Oh, one thing I wanted to show here before I started really cleaning up, I want to get rid of all the old oil jugs I got sitting down here with all the crap that I drained out of this thing, but I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. This is some of the, well, this is actually water, but this is what I drained out of my transmission. You can see all the nice chunks and stuff in it just floating around. So yep, there's that. I'm gonna get everything cleaned up here and head home for the night. So, but that's where she is right now, and hopefully by the end of the week I'll have more done. Maybe the wheels will be back on, and maybe the transmission will be back together and the top put back on, but we'll see how that goes. So just keep looking for an update, and thanks for watching.